Hello everybody, my name is Joe Baker, and as mayor of Kennedy, Texas, I've been bringing you weekly updates on COVID-19 and just how severe it is here in Kennedy and Karnes County, Texas. So let's take a look at this week's numbers and see how they compare to what we were looking at last week. As we've been doing each week, we go to covidactnow.org, which is a website that I visit to get the latest COVID-19 data. And as we scroll down the page, we click on Texas, and then we'll select Karnes County, Texas. And here's the great news. The risk level right here is very high. Been reporting on this for several weeks, and during that time, we have been listed as risk level severe. So we've dropped from severe risk, the darkest red shade on this chart, to very high risk. So we're certainly going in the right direction. I'm glad to see that, and I hope it won't be long before we're down in the low risk category. So going back to the main page, as we scroll down, we see vaccinations are continuing to increase here in Karnes County. We are currently up to 45.2% fully vaccinated here in Karnes County, and that's continuing to increase, so that's good news. While we're on the topic of vaccinations, I wanted to show that I was curious to see how Karnes County compares to other counties in our part of the state, so I looked up the numbers. And I was glad to see that Karnes County has the highest percentage of vaccinated total population in our area. I think this is something positive to look at, knowing that the CDC now has data that shows that those who are vaccinated are far less likely to suffer serious health threats and possible death than those who are not vaccinated. As this chart shows, Karnes County is leading among the counties with 45.2% fully vaccinated. And as you can see in this chart, Wilson County is next with 43.3, Gonzales with 42.2, B with 41.5, Atascosa with 41.4, DeWitt County with 38.7, Goliad County with 37.3, and Live Oak County with 28%. Continuing down the page, we'll take a look at the case count and the most recent numbers in that regard. And there is some very good news here. The latest number shows 11.3 cases per day on average here in Karnes County. So that's a significant drop from where we were not long ago. We were up around 23.7 cases, 24 cases. And if you go back to August 19th, we were very close to 30 cases per day. So we are down to an average of 11.3 cases today, and that is a major improvement. Very glad to see those numbers dropping, and we hope they continue to drop. Next, let's take a look at the situation report from the Texas Department of State Health Services. As always, we thank County Commissioner Shelby Dupnick for forwarding this information to us. And if we scroll down the page, we will see Karnes County listed. And on this chart, you can see the decline in cases as well, listed on this chart. We were at a point where we were over 30 cases per day, and we can see how that number is decreasing. And the most recent numbers are down here in this range, somewhere between 0 and 10 cases per day. So that's good news. I wanted to take a closer look at the state map and the different counties in the state of Texas and the various different risk levels. As you can see here, Karnes County has gone from a dark shade of red, which is the highest risk level, to a lighter shade of red, the very high risk category. Some of our neighboring counties are doing a little better in regards to risk levels. DeWitt and Goliad County are green, which is low risk. On the other hand, Live Oak County is in the severe risk category in the dark shade of red listed here. So to summarize for this week, there's a lot of good news to report. We've dropped from severe risk to very high risk, and that's great news. Out of 5 risk levels, we are no longer at the most severe extreme risk level. Also, more people here are getting vaccinated, and we are doing better than our neighboring counties in this regard. Also, about a week ago, the latest numbers showed 19.9 cases per day on average, and the most recent data shows 11.3 cases per day. When you consider it was a short time ago, we were averaging 30 cases per day. Going from 30 to 11.3 is great news. As always, my prayer is for everyone's health and safety, so please do whatever you can to keep yourself, your family, and your neighbors safe. Thank you for listening. For more information about the coronavirus vaccine, please call the Otto Kaiser Memorial Hospital vaccine line at 830-583-9380.